The most senior US politician to visit Taiwan in 25 years, Nancy Pelosi, has said America will never abandon the island during a trip that's been condemned as a major provocation by China. The Chinese government considers Taiwan to be a breakaway region, which it intends to one day seize back. The Foreign Ministry in Beijing has summoned the US ambassador and warned of extremely serious consequences. Mark Lobel has the latest.
Side by side with Taiwan's president, America's third most powerful politician, an act of provocation or a necessary show of support. Nancy Pelosi's delayed high-profile visit was never without risk. China's anger has led to the US ambassador there being summoned as Pelosi is handed an award for her strong ties to Taiwan.
Today, our delegation, of which I'm very proud, came to Taiwan to make unequivocally clear we will not abandon our commitment to Taiwan, and we are proud of our enduring friendship.
President Tsai thanking Speaker Pelosi for her unwavering support.
Facing deliberately heightened military threats, Taiwan will not back down. We will firmly uphold our nation's sovereignty and continue to hold the line of defense for democracy.
China insists the self-ruled democratic island is in fact part of its territory. But an increasing number of young Taiwanese are learning basic gun skills. Others are going even deeper, fearing China may do as Russia has done in Ukraine.
This is my home country. Yeah, this is all I want to protect it. I want to live here with my family, that's all.
Analysts say the risk of an imminent military conflict is low, but point to significant military traffic around the Taiwan Strait, creating a risk of accident or miscalculation.
Previous crises over Taiwan back in the 90s were really driven by events from Taipei. And now it's really, I think, a result of both sides, the US and China, seeing the other as the aggressor and as the one that is changing the delicate status quo.
But despite China's less than subtle messaging in this military video released ahead of the US Speaker's visit, the Biden administration wants to avoid this triggering a crisis.
We've said that we oppose any unilateral changes to the status quo from either side. We've said we do not support Taiwan independence. And we've said, as I said again yesterday, that we expect cross-strait differences to be resolved by peaceful means.
For these two key trading partners then, not a trading of blows, but an immediate pause on goods. As a result of Speaker Pelosi's visit, bans on citrus fruits and some fish exports from Taiwan, while exports of sand blocked the other way. Low-level disapproval, awkward diplomacy, and a threat of much worse. Taiwan's status remains uncomfortable. Mark Lobel, BBC News.
Well, for more on that, our correspondent Rupert Wingfield-Hayes has more from Taipei.
This is the first time a US House Speaker has come to Taiwan in 25 years. And, you have to remember the background is that the United States does not recognize Taiwan, although it has close and friendly unofficial relations with Taiwan and has for many decades. Officially, the United States recognizes the government in Beijing, and the government in Beijing says Taiwan is a part of its territory.
And what do you make of...
in that respect...
Apologies, Rupert, carry on.
Well, in that respect, Ms Pelosi coming here is a breach of normal diplomatic relations because she is an elected official. She came here on a US government plane, and in China's eyes, that just shouldn't happen. But of course, for Taiwan, it is a huge diplomatic coup because the government here, and President Tsai Ing-wen, the democratically elected government of Taiwan, can show that it has really close relations, not just unofficial, but that senior officials from America can come here, and they'd really like to see this sort of thing happen more often with more high-level visits because they feel like they deserve that legitimacy because this is a free, open society with a democratically elected government.
And China has conducted several sorties close to the country. One person has described this as tactical moves briefly touching the median line. What do you make of China's response?
Well, I think it's becoming very clear in the last few hours that China's response will not just be rhetorical. China has imposed sanctions on a lot of Taiwan goods and companies, but in addition to that, we now know that China is going to begin large-scale military exercises starting on Thursday in the seas around Taiwan. And it has declared 6 big chunks, big blocks of sea around Taiwan to be off-limits to planes and ships starting on Thursday and lasting until Sunday. Now that effectively surrounds Taiwan. Those blocks surround Taiwan. And the Taiwanese Defense Ministry has come out and said this is effectively a blockade of Taiwan for those 4 days and is against international maritime law.
Rupert Wingfield-Hayes then will have